Formula 4 race that will be broadcasted on this channel. This Formula 4 race will have some content creators that you know and some content creators that you will get to know. Some French content creators, some Spanish content creators, and also Ludwig and Michael Reeves. The Spanish-speaking broadcast will be hosted on eBay's channel. The French-speaking broadcast will be hosted on Squeezy's channel, and the English-speaking broadcast will be hosted on my channel and Pokemon's channel. I will be commentating, despite the fact that I am not exactly the most knowledgeable on the Yard's very own slime. And Nick will be on as roaming guest host. And we will have some surprise guests on the broadcast as well, including French content creators like Etoile and numerous others. Did you exclude Aiden because he's bisexual? No, I excluded Aiden because he's my op. As he has turned to political commentary himself, he has become my enemy. And also because he's bisexual, and therefore obviously also my enemy for that reason, because I am a foe to the LGBTQ community. Are you going to be streaming on Monday? I guess you need time to go back to us. Yes, I will be streaming on Monday. However, that is, of course, if I don't get fucking arrested. Upon my return to the United States of America.
They answered the call of the unions, gathering at Rome's central station. Students, workers, and ordinary Italians joining a nationwide general strike to protest Israel's interception of the Gaza Aid Flotilla. 40 Italians were on board, including opposition MPs. But for people here, solidarity stretches past national lines.
Perché è importante per lei partecipare allo sciopero?
I am here to denounce the shameless genocide in Gaza, which didn't start just 2 years ago, but 70 years ago. This strike shows how Italian workers are not indifferent to what is going on in Palestine.
It is an important event for Palestinian people. They should have the solidarity of Italian people even more when our government instead only shows complicity with the Israeli state.
Never seen this many people gathered all together for the same cause in Italy in, I believe, over 20 years. It hasn't happened, and we are seeing some change. We're pressuring the government, and they're making small steps and small improvements, and they mean a lot.
The strike affected transport, education, and healthcare, with only essential services running. The youngest participants taking a day off school. And as the protest filed past government buildings through the streets of central Rome, it spilled beyond the...
Dude, why would you be arrested? No reason to be. Dog, last time I traveled to France and came back, I got detained. And the federal government had not tried to make being an anti-fascist a designated terrorist category at that point. Okay? Things have gotten literally worse since then. But yes, I am talking to lawyers for help.
Boundaries of the city, stopping traffic.
And that's why he's just like steadily victim blaming and talking about how this lawsuit is actually for purely selfish reasons, and that this person has no reason to do such a thing. Like, the smart thing to do in this situation would be to just shut the fuck up, you know? Let your lawyers do the talking. But he's obviously not doing that because he thinks, well, whichever way the court case goes, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, sure, I eat a lot of damages, but, like, I would need to retain a sizable chunk of my audience that's, like, he says gets added to Discovery, probably. Yeah, I do genuinely think his I mean, he will always lead to his own downfall. That much was clear to me, but I do think he fancies himself to be this brilliant person. Like, he fancies himself to be like a genuine, unique mind. Like the brain that no one has, with a brain that no one has ever seen before. Like, he's smarter than his lawyers, he's smarter than everybody else. And that he can basically debate himself out of any corner. Special boy syndrome. He tried to take the LSAT on stream and crashed out, Lamau. Oh yeah, I remember that because he was trying to dunk on a lawyer friend of mine, actually. What if this hits national news? It's going to be used to persecute the left. Unfortunately, it's a W for us and the victims, but it's a massive L overall, I fear. Wait, what? No. What are you talking about? What? A W for the... Wait, I'm confused. Are you talking about... There's two separate incidents here. If you're talking about Pixie's case against Destiny, that's entirely separate. If you're talking about J.D. Vance trying to prosecute Destiny for speech, then those are two separate incidents. One is completely inappropriate and also unconstitutional. The other is within the confines of the law and has nothing to do with the left at all. It's just a victim being able to successfully sue someone who distributed pornographic material of them. The fuck? The fuck does that have to do with the left? They're separate, but that won't stop them from using him to smear the entire left. It doesn't help that people close to the party still fuck with him. Unfuck America. Unfuck America is not close to the party. The fuck are you guys talking about? You need to literally remove yourself from whatever fucking bubble that you exist in. No one, like, dude, as much as I shit on the Democratic Party, I would go so far as to say I'm closer to the fucking Democratic Party, both in the eyes of the general public and also in the eyes of the Democratic Party than someone like Destiny is. What the fuck do you mean? It doesn't matter if they try to be like, oh, this liberal debater turned out to be a fucking sex pest, is going to make national news or something. Like, that's utterly irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. What? What are you guys talking about? Yeah, I think you guys have developed this, like, outsized, like, you, for one reason or another, maybe you were former Destiny fans, maybe you're still currently Destiny fans, but you have believed in this, like, totally false notion that he just, like, represents a wing of the Democrat Party or something. He does not. He is not all that relevant in the grand scheme of things. No, and Unfuck America is like a totally random group that most likely did a lot of reputational damage to whatever ambitious goals that they had by associating early on with someone like Destiny. Anyway, let's get back to the militia group opposing Hamas, uncovered by Sky News investigation.
Israel is bolstering.
Would you consider yourself relevantly grand? This is another part of the reason why I usually don't like covering Sex Pestiny, because instantly his dumbfuck rats come in and start chirping. What's really funny about it is that, like, at least I would say like 4 years ago or whatever, he had more sophisticated fans. Like, they were still not the most intelligent, but they, like, I think the quality of the quality of the hater has diminished over time. Because I think at least like those who were major fans of his that were somewhat intelligent have already jumped ship by now. Now I can't even tell if this is like an Ethan Klein fan or a Rape Tone fan. Now you just have haters that don't mind being associated with a pedo. I mean, which one are we talking about? Major op. The one person standing is a tracker. Yikes, please tell me that was 30 minutes before the showtime. Well, I'll tell you this. She's on stage and it's not a sound check. This is the one that Senate Dems are going to fundraise for in the middle of the shutdown. Yeah. They do not want our boy, Abdul, to take this slot. Okay? Big protest in LA for immigration and now one outside of Israeli consulate. Lots of movement in Los Angeles this week. Damn. I leave LA for 1 second and y'all decide to mobilize. DSCC chair Kirsten Gillibrand is hosting a Tuscan European-style Napa retreat with spa treatments, a wine cave tour, and a dinner featuring Michigan Senate candidate Haley Stevens, likely scheduled right in the middle of a government shutdown that threatens jobs of thousands of fucking workers. Oh my God. That's who she's fundraising for. Haley fucking Stevens. Haley Stevens. A random Zionist is going to say you're advocating for a mass mobilization and you're a terrorist. I don't give a shit. People say that all the time. They can suck my dick. Democrats are so busted, bro. They do not want to win. They want to keep things going. They just want to make sure that they still have Zionists that are in charge of the party. They do not care about democracy. They will throw it away. Hi, quick message from Portland. Could you please ask the helicopter that keeps flying in circles over my house at 2 a.m. to stop so I can sleep? Okay, you got it. I'll give a call to the Portland Commie Antifa police force. I just, like, who is this for, man? I mean, Israel. It's for Israel. That's who this is for. This is just for Israel. What time are you starting stream tomorrow? Tomorrow's stream is going to start very early for LA time. It is going to start, tomorrow's stream for GP3 is going to start at, I think, 3 a.m. LA time. Or it may be, wait, 3 a.m. LA time? Yeah, I'm pretty sure 3 a.m. LA time. And it's going to go on from 3 a.m. LA time until a little bit after 7 p.m. LA time. So it's going to be from 3 a.m. PST all the way to, yeah, we're going to start with the qualifiers, which are starting at 12:30 French time. Yeah. 12:30 French time is when the qualifiers start. And the last race ends, like the race ends and the podium thing starts at 7 p.m. So if you're on the East Coast, shit, Mark Rebillet. Paramore. Okay, I'm never going to finish this fucking video.
Gazan deserves to be fed with dignity, including those in areas controlled by the popular forces. This is Sami, an Israeli soldier who serves at the Kerem Shalom crossing. He spoke on condition of anonymity.
The thing is that we're against Hamas and they're against Hamas. Israel started giving him things to help him. It was cars, vehicles, weapons, food, money.
A senior leader of the Popular Forces claimed in our interview that for any of these supplies to enter Gaza, a request had to be made to the Palestinian Authority and various other Arab states, and then passed on to a coordinating body that liaises directly with Israel.
We asked for responses to those claims but received no reply, and Sky could not independently verify them. The IDF commander we spoke to told us the Popular Forces members now number up to 3,000 men across Gaza.
That's not true.
We approached Popular Forces for comment but received no reply, and Sky News was not able to independently verify these claims. The IDF commander we spoke to told us the Popular Forces members now number up to 3,000 men across Gaza. Sky News was not able to independently verify this.
What the fuck? Why are they?
One of the reasons that Israel has been using these proxies, which I have not mentioned, is to mask its legal responsibility and to be able to say it was not us that was doing the crime, but al-Shabaab.
The IDF told us it would not comment on our claims. Blasts, bombs and bullets have turned Gaza into a chaotic land of fear and uncertainty. Abu Shabaab and the Popular Forces think they are the people to restore order here, with Israel's help. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Jerusalem.
Estem assistint a un genocidi en viu i en directe on milers de nens I nenes ja han
Flood the streets. Pep Guardiola gives a call for people to join a Palestine protest. He's Spanish, not Italian. Sorry. Is that Stanley Tucci? No. Yeah, he's a football coach. Can't believe I have to give this boob a fuck ton of credit. He's Catalan. He's Catalonian. That's why he has a weird name. His daughter is a big reason why he's speaking out like this. She's always been pro-Palestine since like 2021 from what I saw. Isn't she like a human rights lawyer or something? His daughter?
mort I d'altres poden encara morir. La franja de Gaza està devastada i riades de gent camina sense rumb, sense aliments, aigua potable ni medicines. Només la societat civil organitzada pot salvar vides i pressionar els governs perquè actuïn d'una vegada. El 4 d'octubre, a les 12 hores.
Yeah, this is literally... someone said, would he get deported if he did this in America? Yes. If he didn't have citizenship and he was like coaching a team in America, yes, he would. And he would even get criminally prosecuted probably for trying to cause a riot if he were to do this. If he did a mass call to action in America in a similar fashion.
A Jardinets de Gràcia inundarem els carrers per exigir la fi del genocidi.
The pleas not to put additional pressure on London's police force went unheeded. In the heart of London, in Trafalgar Square, 70% of the Met's public order officers were deployed to a demonstration in support of the banned group Palestine Action. Organisers had refused to cancel the event.
The head of the Metropolitan Police has said that holding this demonstration today is stretching resources across London. Officers here who could be deployed outside, for example, synagogues or mosques where people are feeling vulnerable in the wake of the Manchester attacks.
There had been calls not only from the police but also the Prime Minister to postpone the demonstration.
Did you think twice about coming?
Not at all.
Why not?
Because this is an important issue.
One of the organisers, retired financial consultant Margie Mansfield, turned up with a bag, expecting to be arrested for supporting a banned organisation.
I know you support Gaza, but do you feel a wider social responsibility to communities in Britain?
Absolutely. I support the rights of the people in the UK, and I support the rights of the people in the UK to care for all humanity.
But you are stretching police resources by coming.
That's not my choice, that's the police's choice.
It's your choice to be here.
My choice to be here. It's their choice to police in whichever way they see fit.
A sit-down quickly turned to arrests.
Grab the legs.
With protesters encircled and those who refused to walk, in some cases carried by officers. Demonstrations, though, resolute about their reasons for being detained.
The Jewish community have said people are tone deaf.
There's something so funny about British police being like, hey guys, we could be doing something more important like protecting synagogues, which is true, okay, instead of you guys forcing our hands to arrest you for literally a reason that we all understand is bullshit. Okay, go protect the Jewish community then. What the fuck do you mean? Like, there is nothing funnier than the cops being like, listen, we could be protecting the Jewish community by placing our officers outside of synagogues, and instead we are choosing to protect the Jewish community by arresting 84-year-old pensioners for holding up a placard. Like, what are you saying? Yeah, that's the point. Go do the thing. Go do the other thing, dumbass. What the fuck? Literally, no one thinks you should be doing this. I don't even think you think this is the appropriate response. Like, who in the UK is like, no, this is a great idea. We should keep doing this. Like, why are you making me arrest you? Why can't you just stop? Fucking awesome. And it's great. Like, I thought this was also this is protecting the Jewish community as well. Okay, this is just as important as putting cops outside of synagogues. This is how we protect the Jewish community, by arresting Jews. By the way, like in some of these instances, the people that are arresting are Jews themselves too.
For holding demonstrations so soon after the Manchester attack.
But there's not a genocide taking place in Britain. If there was, I'd be on. All your money, I've got your bag. Okay, in a separate bag. It's all safe, okay? That's okay. Sorry, I'll have to continue being arrested.
As police stepped up their presence around...
Dude, that's crazy. Dude, British media are demons, dog. You will never convince me that they're human beings that are doing this, okay? Like, you are a straightforward demon. You got an old-ass motherfucker getting arrested on the ground, okay? And your question is, don't you think this is an inappropriate time to be protesting genocide? Like, he's in the process of getting arrested.
Have said people are tone deaf for holding demonstrations so soon after the Manchester attack.
But there's not a genocide taking place in there. If there was, I'd be on... All your money, I've got your bag. Okay, in a separate bag. It's all safe, okay? That's okay. Sorry, I'll have to continue being arrested.
As police stepped up their presence around synagogues, the policing minister defended the mass arrests in central London.
The Prime Minister had urged people to just take a moment this weekend to remember those people who've lost their lives in the terror attack. And some people, I think, have paid attention to what's been said, others haven't.
It's been a challenging day for London's police force, with supporters of the banned group Palestine Action pledging to continue their protests. Lisa Holland, Sky News, Central London.
I can't believe it. Watch this insane clip from the courtesy of Greenpeace UK. Just look at the double standard. In the UK, you can openly cheer for the killing of babies and say they support genocide. But if anyone dares to support Palestine Action against genocide and say stop killing children, they'll be arrested on the spot.
Arrest me for supporting a genocide? Will you arrest me for supporting a genocide? Can you start moving towards... I support a genocide and you're getting arrested. I'm supporting a genocide and I'm not getting arrested. She is protesting against a genocide. She is getting arrested. I'm here to defend our jury's Palestine Action process to see what...
Oh my God. That's crazy. That's actually a very interesting approach. It's no.
With the logo of the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a venture set up by Israel and America to distribute aid to Gazans. In a statement, GHF said, GHF is proud to serve communities throughout Gaza via our community distribution program. We believe
it's not just Lord, it's 1,000 plus artists with many big names. No, that's awesome. 1,000 plus artists and label boycotters. Oh,
the story of Abu Shabab starts here, his compound seemingly untouched by the war that's raged for 2 years.
I wonder why. Interesting. Every fucking building has been hollowed out in Gaza, except this remains untouched. In an area that is considered a red zone by Israel, as a matter of fact. I wonder what this is about. Why is Sky News covering this like 8 months after everybody else covered? I don't know.
This video, also taken from the compound, shows the surrounding area of Rafah, now reduced to rubble and entirely controlled by the Israeli military. It was shot here, on the edge of Abu Shabab's camp. To the east is the Morag Corridor, a major artery for IDF movements. To its north is the Salah al-Din Road, the main route for the movement of aid trucks via the Kerem Shalom crossing. And that has become the main entry point for all aid since the Israeli military took control of Rafah in May 2024. So what do popular forces want? In an exclusive interview with Sky News, a founding member of the group revealed they want total control of Gaza.
Everything. We want to run everything. Everything that concerns our Palestinian people and what will benefit the Palestinian people.
What we've been told is that many goods coming through here end up in the hands of Abu Shabab and his Popular Forces group, including weapons, luxury items, and a slice of aid. These boxes filmed at Abu Shabab's camp.
It's crazy because, like, they literally are doing what Israel has accused Hamas of doing, except they're doing it with Israel's permission. Okay? That's what's so fucking crazy about it. Hamas 2.0 created by Israel? No, this is not Hamas 2.0. Are you kidding me? This is ISIS. No, it's not Hamas 2.0, chatters. The fuck are you talking about? These guys work with Israel, okay, directly. Wake up. Hamas is comprised of the Palestinian population, and regardless of their tactics or regardless of their targets, it's very obvious that their overall ambition revolves not around complete domination of the Palestinian population, but instead emancipatory goals, an end to the occupation. That is precisely the reason why they were able to bring together the entirety of the Palestinian resistance movement and has kept it together throughout the entire genocide. This, on the other hand, are collaborators with Israel, who are everything that Israel has said Hamas is, whether it be its associations with ISIS. Israel's claim Hamas is ISIS. These guys literally are ISIS affiliates, ISIS associates. Hassan, why do you still stream in Israel? What? Do you think I have the capacity to fucking region block Israel? Also, is that an argument that you're trying to make towards the Lord thing? Is that what you're saying? Lord makes music. Okay? Lord's entire output. You say people should follow Lord's lead. I would region block Israel if I could. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you own Twitch, little bro? Oh God, dude. I'm fucking listening to the dumbest people. Lord makes music that people enjoy. I do commentary. I do anti-Zionist commentary. Okay? It's a little different than, preventing my voice from being heard in Israel, as opposed to artists that are engaging in a cultural boycott, which, by the way, I wouldn't even mind if there was some kind of Twitch boycott as well for Israel. Intercepted by Israel.
To protest against the...
I will say the interesting thing about the Italian protests have been the age is represented in the Italian protests. Like, you look at the Palestine protests in France, like, it's mostly young people, but the Italian one is everybody. Partially because it's like partially because it's a general strike. But it is kind of cool to see, like, how many older people participating in these fucking protests.
Genocide in Gaza, and to support the global Sumud flotilla that came and was arrested yesterday. I also came to support all the movement to impact sanctions on Israel to stop what's happening in Gaza right now, but also to stop what's happening in the West Bank, and to support the Palestinians and to help free Palestinians from ongoing ethnic cleansing.
C'è gente che stia morendo sotto le bombe. Noi non lo possiamo tollerare. Il pensiero che vengano bombardati gli ospedali, che sono i luoghi sacri di cura, non lo possiamo tollerare.
La gente que está en la flotilla ha tenido el suficiente coraje de dejar todo lo que tiene en sus familias.
Bro, what's crazy about the Italian protest, by the way? A fucking police union joined the protests, I heard. A fucking police union joined the fuck Israel protest, bro. Are you joking? That is fucking insane. A police union also participated in the general strike. Guys, I don't think you understand. Like, this isn't on some fuck cop shit, okay? The reason why this is significant is because police are not supposed to strike against, police are not supposed to strike alongside striking workers. Their job, literally, definitionally, is to fight against striking workers. Okay? That is their most consequential, most important aspect of their job. That is why they have so much power, because they protect capital. And they're supposed to squash any sort of discontent and disruption. So for them to also join in on a general strike is very strange.
Vive para ir a ayudar a esa gente. Nosotros como población y gente que podemos dar nuestra voz, tendríamos que darles ese apoyo, tener el coraje de al menos salir a las calles a decirles que...
I know my shirt says rooted in Arabic. I know.
Estamos con ellos.
A gente está aqui também, e principalmente por conta do sequestro da flotilha que estava se encaminhando para Gaza, levando alimentos, medicamentos, anestésicos, alimentos para leite para as crianças, e eles foram sequestrados em águas internacionais, o que é um crime.
Let Gaza live. Stop the bombs. Stop the bombs. The bombs need to stop. They can't. All these experts keep saying we're running out of bombs. How many trillions of dollars are we in debt? Look at our people living on the streets in America so we can bomb and kill other people. That's ridiculous and it's sickening. That's why I'm here. I'm not Palestinian, not Arab. I'm just an American that believes what's right is right and that good should prevail.
Garda pepper sprayed pro-Palestine protesters today when they try to block off the port to prevent Israeli goods from entering Ireland. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, look, this is why mass mobilization is very important, okay? Mass mobilization is very important because it gives others the confidence to also go out to the streets. And it's also important because, like, there are far too many of us as opposed to how many of them exist, okay? There are more of us than there are of them. It's that simple. There are more anti-genocide people than there are pro-genocide people. They can't arrest every single person. They just can't. They can't do that. No matter how hard they tried. That's why the Palestine Action protests in the UK are also very important. AIPAC candidate turning out the crowds in Michigan too. Wait, what? AIPAC candidate? Dem establishment and AIPAC's preferred candidate for Michigan Senate speaking before two people. Oh my God. This is Dr. Abdul Sayed. Dr. Abdul Sayed's you're lucked out. You wake up early, 6 a.m., you can watch. The American team is Ludwig and Michael Reeves. No, it ends at 7 p.m. French time, which is, I think, 10 a.m. It is the exact opposite time that I normally stream at. Like, straight up, the exact opposite times. It's the times that I don't stream is the time that I will be streaming at. Where do we watch? On this broadcast. There's an actual Formula One race on tomorrow. Okay. There's also a oh, that's, I mean, it does genuinely show how fucking stupid that is. Stop saying British Hassan. Okay, calm down, everybody. Not every dude with fucking a red beard, brown hair, and you know, glasses is me, okay?
What will and won't get you arrested in Britain today? I'm supporting the killing of babies and innocent men and innocent women. I'm supporting the war crimes of Netanyahu. And I'm wondering if you'll arrest me?
No, you've got freedom of expression, freedom of speech. That's all I've got to say.
So fantastic, isn't it, that I can stand here openly supporting a genocide and I won't get arrested? The police are so nice to people that support genocide. You're protesting against a genocide, yes?
Yes.
Well, you're doing it all wrong because you're going to get arrested.
Okay.
So I'm against the genocide. They're going to arrest me. You've been walking around telling the police you support genocide, you support the killing of Palestinian women and children, and they're not arresting you.
I can walk completely free.
It's ridiculous.
I'm supporting the Israeli government and supporting a genocide, and I'm not getting arrested, but you're getting arrested. I support the bombing of hospitals. I support the enforced starvation of Palestinians. I'm not getting arrested.
You said that right in front of them, and they didn't give it.
But you're okay for me openly to say that I support a genocide?
You've got a freedom of speech, right to say what you want.
I'm a peaceful protester, classed as a terrorist when I'm not a terrorist, but they will arrest people like us who are standing up to them.
Let me come clean. I don't actually support the Israeli government. How could you support the Israeli government considering what's happening in Gaza right now? If we care about our human rights, we must defend our right to protest against genocide.
That's crazy. But it's true. Yeah. In the UK, you can say every day that you support Israel doing a genocide. You can say you want more of Israel's genocide. You love that Israel is doing a genocide. As a matter of fact, many people do it. People in the parliament do it. But if you say Israel is committing a genocide and you hate that and that you oppose it, you can go to jail. What a strange world we live in, man. I wonder why that's the case. Well, obviously, the reason why that's the case is because the British government is continuing Israel's genocide. The British government is allowing Israel to commit a genocide. The British government is offering material support to Israel as it is committing a genocide. That's why. Yeah, this is a sitting congressperson, Representative Hank Johnson, who apparently says some insane shit. Hamas said it had agreed to release all the Israeli hostages, alive or dead, under the terms of President Trump's proposed Gaza peace plan. Representative Hank Johnson says, I am gratified that Hamas has agreed to release the hostages. Hamas is responsible for the ongoing genocide being undertaken by the state of Israel. What? Wait, I'm sorry. You recognize that Israel is doing a genocide? but you also still think it's Hamas's fault that Israel's doing a genocide? Okay, this, Jay Mershon, sometimes you fucking spam links and it gets annoying, but you were right to send this one. You were right to say this is a new thing that you haven't encountered yet. Because I've encountered people who say Israel's not committing a genocide. I've encountered people who say Israel's committing a genocide, but that's actually good, right? Like, you know, because they deserve it. I have, however, never encountered a person that has said Israel is committing a genocide and it's bad, but it's a genocide because of Hamas. I've only heard other versions of this, like Israel's doing war crimes and a genocide, but it's a good thing because Palestinians deserve it because of Hamas. This guy is saying Israel's committing a genocide and it's bad, but it's because of Hamas that Israel is committing a genocide. I have never heard that before. Someone said you had a podcast with a person like that. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my God, you're right. This is the Ethan Klein position. Oh my God. You're right. You're not wrong. Because it's a disingenuous one that I never even actually thought about it like that. That's true. Low key, not wrong. And I call on Trump administration to force a stop to that atrocity and to prevent Israel from annexing the West Bank. Progress can be made towards a peace agreement that includes the establishment of a homeland for Palestinians. Wow. Brilliant fucking take. I've never heard the stop hitting yourself. Brilliant take. Stop hitting yourself, but this time it's about genocide. Hamas is responsible for the ongoing genocide by being undertaken by the state of Israel is such a wild thing to say. Clintonian triangulation is strange because it's such an unusual triangulation. The normal play is to ignore that it's a genocide and give platitudes about the need for aid or whatever. This acknowledges the state of Israel is carrying out the genocide, but then hedges by saying Hamas forced them to do it. Incredible. It's incredible because it just doesn't make sense. Because it's such an insane thing to say. Which is why, like, when Ethan made this exact same claim, we just didn't factor that he was being sincere about the recognition of Israel doing a genocide. Because you can't recognize a state or an entity doing a fucking genocide and then simultaneously say it's the victim's fault. Like, that doesn't make sense at all. Unless you think Israel's doing a genocide and it's a good thing. You know what I mean? It is a totally incoherent thing to state. Okay. We got the Kristi Noem shit. We already covered Greta Thunberg chatters who keep asking. It's also Asman position. They deserve it because it's baked into their laws. I mean, his position is irrelevant. Most insane headline you will ever read. Republican candidate in Virginia caught in Tumblr Nazi porn scandal. Why is that the most insane headline I'll ever read? What? Oh my God. Another. This is. Is it that insane? I mean, this literally happened in North Carolina. And what was even crazier was that the dude was black. This is not an insane headline. This is just canon for the Republican Party at this point. Like, what's next? You're going to tell me that there was another pedophile? There was another high-ranking Republican outed as a pedophile? That's not, I don't know. I don't think that's like that insane at this point. Is it really? Is it insane? I guess the strangest part about it is the medium. Tumblr is such an odd place to be procuring pornography as like a 50-plus-year-old Republican politician. Yeah, I think this guy, if he bravely stays in the race, he could even win. Who knows? Anyway, let's look at the pro-Palestinian protests erupting worldwide after the flotilla was in his orbit of influence. Girls that were dating other content creators who were also orbiters of his. And they were obviously very frustrated with the reality when they found out that he was just sending their sex tapes to random people that he was trying to fuck. So one of the victims actually sought damages and sued him for releasing the revenge porn of them having sex. This is that court case. And then there were other victims that I think also joined in on the court case as well. There was also another person that found out that she was actually unconsensually recorded while having sex with this person. There's a criminal charge potentially as well. And this has just been like an ongoing... This has been an ongoing legal battle for him in the state of Florida. And in the process of this ongoing legal battle, he went in and hired the same law firm that actually defended Prince Andrews. But the problem is, he's such a dipshit that he thinks he can like debate lord his way out of this. Also worth mentioning that the reason nobody goes after him is because they fear his community. Yeah. But in the process of all this stuff happening, he literally went to one of the worst communities of doxers and egged them on, flexing about how they would never find the information of this minor. Okay. And he even revealed details about said minor. So, of course, that community of doxers found the information of said minor and confirmed that she was a minor at the time. Like, if you have an ongoing legal battle, it's probably better for you to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Especially because only a month ago or 2 months ago, not shutting the fuck up caused people to go and find the identity of this person and confirm that she was a minor when you were getting CSAM from them. Destiny, how much longer do you think it goes on for? No clue. It looks like they want to try and make it survive the trial, but I have no idea why. She has absolutely nothing. Do you think he's going to pull out the ethical CP debate in court? I don't fucking know. But somewhere along the way, wait, what? We don't have to cover this every week? Okay, I'm going to start banning motherfuckers. I haven't talked about this in months. What are you talking about? And the only reason why I brought this up is because of chatter, because JD Vance is seemingly trying to go after Destiny on some free speech shit, which I said was inappropriate and unacceptable. And then someone said, oh, have you seen this? And revealed to me that there's new details in this court case. I hate when motherfuckers go, you talk about this every week. I don't. I hate when dumb fucks say shit like that. As a matter of fact, the only reason why I had to describe the details of this court case is because chatters were like, I don't know who the fuck this person is, or I don't know what the fuck this person has done. Evidence to the reality that I don't actually cover this shit that much. For understandable reasons. There are far more consequential things happening in the world. What? Anyway. His community and orbit have been one massive knot of reality show style interpersonal drama for like a decade, and likely so many people had their lives affected or ruined by this scene. More people need to know. I know. I know. But yeah, it seems like he's just more invested in eating whatever damages that come if this goes to court. Or, I mean, it is in court already, but it seems like he's just invested in eating whatever damages happen, knowing full well that it's going to happen, but in the process, like retaining some, retaining whichever percentage of the cult that he can maintain.